Hoteliers in the Middle East and North Africa had a lot to say on various topics such as job satisfaction, VAT, and salaries on our 10th annual Hotelier Middle East salary survey. I'm Sarakshi Rai, this is Shishira Srinivas, and you're watching What's Trending on Hotelier Middle East. Now, an STR report states that in the Middle East, there are 386 properties currently in construction, totaling to more than 114,000 rooms in the pipeline. Now, that is a massive pipeline for the Middle East, isn't it?
Yes, and they've actually seen quite a bit of growth.
Now, the construction in the Middle East is also up by 36% compared to the same period last year, which is also interesting. The Middle East has one of the largest hotel pipelines in the world. Now, how does all of this growth momentum affect hoteliers in the region? To find out, Hotelier Middle East launched its 10th annual Hotelier Middle East salary survey, where respondents gave insight into pressing matters such as career growth, opportunities, pay scales, and employee satisfaction factors. They also shared their views on VAT. Now, Shishira, what exactly did the hoteliers say in the salary survey?
So, hoteliers had a lot to say on many areas of the hospitality operations. For the most part, there seems to be job satisfaction among hoteliers. On a scale of 1 to 10, on average, respondents rated 7 out of 10 for job satisfaction, which is pretty good, given that, there's a lot of things happening and changing in the region. And also, but even though they are satisfied, it doesn't mean that they're not looking for jobs, though. 30% of the respondents on the survey said that they are actively seeking for new opportunities within the market, and 26% said they're not looking for jobs, but would not mind moving out of the company given the right opportunity came along. And this is also true in this 25% of the respondents also said that they are not particularly looking for jobs at all, but again, would move for the right opportunity. So these are some interesting things to know.
So basically, they're not looking for jobs, but they would move given the right opportunity.
Yes.
It's also not surprising because a report from Hayes GCC said that the two biggest challenging areas for HR teams this year will be employee engagement and staff retention.
That's right. Yeah. And to add to that, while there is job satisfaction, as we said, among survey respondents, there seems to be less of that in terms of job security. 24% of the respondents said that they felt less secure than they did 12 months ago in their jobs. And while around 14% of them felt anxious about keeping their jobs, and 5% of the respondents also confided that they were already informed that they were at risk of redundancy at the company they work for.
That's an interesting development, but this also lines up some of the salary concerns that the respondents voiced on the survey. Now,
Right.
Among the respondents, a majority of them earn anywhere between less than $1,000 to $3,000 a month, with 24% revealing that they had received a pay rise in the last 6 months. However, 39% of the respondents said that they had never received a pay rise, but 90% of the respondents on the survey said they hadn't received a pay cut in the last 12 months either.
Yes, and something new that's been added to this part of the Middle East, especially in the UAE and Saudi Arabia, is the introduction of VAT, or value-added tax. This came into effect in January earlier this year. The VAT adds 5% tax on end consumer products, but salaries remain unaffected by the new levy. However, other GCC countries like Oman and Kuwait have opted to delay the implementation. So this is something that's adding to the salary concerns.
Now, without a pay rise, the survey respondents said that the VAT seems to have added on to rising costs that most hoteliers face in the GCC.
Exactly. And one respondent actually said that it will absolutely change the lifestyle. He or she said, when no changes are being made to my current pay, but the cost of living increases, it's time to make sacrifices.
However, one of the most interesting bits of the survey were also that all the respondents said which company they would like to work for the most in the region. And for the second year in a row, Colliers International has topped that list. Now, that's all for this week. To find out more about all the things hoteliers had to say in this year's salary survey, pick up the July issue or head to our website, hoteliermiddleeast.com. I'm Sarakshi Rai. This is Shishira Srinivas. Thank you so much for tuning in this week. And don't forget to hit subscribe on our YouTube channel before you head out.